Hey guys, welcome to the module on targeting. And this is going to be one of the most important modules that we have, because this really is all about finding your perfect customer, making sure the right person sees your ads, which that's what it's all about. This lowers your costs, it improves your performance, and it makes sure people that see your ads actually want to see it, which is actually the first step in having successful campaigns. So if we go back to this photography example, let's say we created our ad here. We obviously want to target photographers, right? I mean, if you're selling we're giving away 3 things that photographers get wrong, and we eventually, hopefully we'll sell them a photography course on how to make money with photography, or how to take better pictures, or what apps to use, or how to get clients, or whatever your product is. We want to find photographers. So the first thing you want to think about is, well, what kind of photographer do you want? Well, most likely you probably want a photographer with a credit card. So for most of your guys' campaigns, if you're selling a product, the first thing I do is come down here, and I usually start at like 20, maybe 25, whatever age you think is appropriate for you. So, I'll do 20. Let's say I have a $37 photography ebook. I'm going to say, instantly I only want to show it to people who are 20 and above. They have credit cards, they're in college, hopefully they have a part-time job at least. They can afford $37. I do not want to leave it all the way down to age 13, because those kids probably don't have a credit card. If they do, they're probably not willing to spend $37 to figure out how to be a better photographer. So that's step one. I want to find photographers. I want to find photographers that have credit cards, that want to see my offer, that are interested in it. So let's get started. The first thing, obviously, if you have a online business and you're global, you can sell to anyone. I would just add the other big English-speaking countries. So, United States, Canada, Australia, Germany. I mean, all the big countries, doesn't really matter. Spain, you can always filter by the language down here in the advanced settings. It's one of the other things that I normally do is I'll put in English all. So make sure they're in English speaking, unless you want to target other languages for whatever reason. So this is, it's a pretty good start right here. I have my age. I don't really care if it's just men or women, so I'll target all of them. I have my good ad created. I'm sending to a good landing page. And then here's where the targeting really gets interesting. A lot of people go and they'll play with these broad categories. It's not really a rule of thumb, but I never use these broad categories. I don't really believe that they're that valuable. Again, you can test it in your niche if you think, let's see if we can even find photography. Right here, actually, this might work for photography. So we could do photo uploading, or let's just stick with photography. There's 88,000 people, and I'm sure we can probably find a bunch of photography. Let's see, photography, digital photography, wedding photography. I mean, you can see there's a ton of photography related keywords that you can go target right here. Photography tips. I mean, there are tons of these. So again, let's make sure, I'll come back to this in a second. The connections, this is one of the other things I'll look at. If I want people to be, fans of my fan page or not, or whatever, you can go in and mess with your connections here. Friends of connections, I'll usually leave alone. Interested in, I don't care. I want them to make sure they speak English. I don't care about their education or their workplace right now. And I'm going to create them inside of my new photographers campaign budget. It goes here. And that's pretty much it. So let's go back up to the top. Number one, we're targeting everyone right now that likes the word photography. So let me go back and add this one keyword. So you see this keyword right here, photography. The audience is 80 million people that like photography. So you think it's pretty insane how many people that is. And you got to remember, and this is where the power of targeting comes in. This is one of the mistakes that I made in my baseball business and we'll start over and just use that as an example. I went in originally and I created a baseball ad that was selling my ebook, and I said, okay, let's show it to everyone that likes baseball. It's 11 million people. So I was super excited. I thought everyone was going to buy this product. 11 million people are going to see my ad. I'm going to build an email list of 1 million people. If I just get 10% of those, I'm going to sell, 100,000 ebooks and I'm going to become a millionaire. Well, it doesn't work that way. And here's why. In this keyword that people like baseball, let me show it to you again. This audience of 11.9 million people. This is anyone that likes baseball. But I don't just want anyone that likes baseball to see my ad. And if you're selling a photography product, you shouldn't just want anyone that likes the word photography or anyone that likes photography. That 80 million people, that's not who you want to go after. You want to go after photographers. There's 8 million photographers that need your product. That's going to show them how to become a better photographer. Maybe, you want, the same thing if we go back to baseball. So when I first targeted my ads and I chose this word baseball and I showed it to 5 million people, I set my budget to $100 and I let it go, and it spent that $100 in about 90 minutes. And you want to know how many emails I got? 0. You want to know how many sales I made? 0. And the reason why is, number one, I was showing it to a bunch of 13-year-olds because I didn't think about what age people have credit cards. And number two, there's tons of people who like baseball that don't need a baseball ebook about how to hit better. And that was one of the mistakes that I made. And the thing that made my campaigns work, that got me going online, that made my first sale, literally was this move right here. I went in, I took out that keyword that had way too many people that weren't targeted enough, and I went in here and I found the keyword for baseball coach. Because coaches need these products. There's a lot of coaches out there that don't think they know enough about the game, that wanted hitting ebooks to make their players better, who wanted their players to hit better at the plate. They're of age, they're over 18, they have credit cards, they have the means to buy these products, and they have a reason to buy it. So I found all of these keywords for baseball coach, baseball coaching, coach baseball, assistant baseball coach. I found all of these keywords, and I started to build this little mini campaign of super targeted keywords. So coaching youth baseball, baseball coach. You can see it's endless. There's tons of these keywords that have all of these different groups of people that you can go target. So now I have 31,000 people, which, yes, that's not as sexy as 8 million or 80 million for photography. But that 80 million people that you're going to reach is going to get you into a lot of trouble, because maybe 1 out of every 1,000 of those 80 million are a photographer that wants your product, that needs your product, and that has the money to buy your product. But guess what? All 31,000 of these guys, they're all baseball coaches. They're all above 20 years old, probably have a credit card, and they all want and need my product. So it was the day that I made that change that I literally took my last $100, asked my fiance if she was all right if I went and tested it again after I just lost the first 100. She didn't really like that idea, but I did it anyway. And that $100, it spent, I think it took me, maybe a day or two to spend it, because it was, a lot smaller audience. But over that course of those 2 days, for that $100, I ended up getting, I think, 40 email opt-ins. I sent them to a landing page, which I asked for their email in exchange for a free video. I got 40 emails, and we made 4 sales of a $47 ebook. So we made almost $200 by spending 100, and that instantly made my $100 back. The next day I went down, I put my campaign budget, instead of 100, I made it 200, and I spent the next $200. It took me a couple more days to spend all that money, and that $200 brought in $400. Then I upped my budget again to 400, and that 400 made 800, and it just kept snowballing and snowballing and snowballing until I found myself with this fan page, Train Baseball, which has 17,565 followers. It has 10,000 emails. It makes a couple $1,000 a month, and it's just this little mini business that I send people to this landing page on Facebook, which I'll show you right here. This simple little landing page, all of these baseball coaches go right here, and it says, hey, grab this free hitting chart and start, getting the edge on every single pitch. They put in their email. They're taken to a sales page where they have a chance to buy our product. And it just monetizes every single day. And the reason it does it is because of these keywords right here. I target baseball coaches. I target baseball parents. So the word baseball mom right here, I target those. We target baseball players instead of baseball fans, so the baseball player keyword. We have tons of keywords that we target. So again, go back to photography. If you have a photography product that you're trying to teach photographers how to become better photographers or make more money with their photography business, targeting this word right here is a terrible, terrible idea. Showing it to 31 million people before you even tested your idea is an awful idea. So please don't do it. Go in here and target photographers. See these keywords down here and these keywords up here? Right there. Now you're reaching 141,840 people that want and need and have the means to buy your product. That is how you build a powerful Facebook ad campaign, simply by choosing the right keywords. So again, it's all about micro-targeting. I wish I could think off the top of my head. If we do fitness, let's say you're trying to target specifically, you have a product that shows gym owners, guys that have their own fitness business, how to make more money, how to get more clients, how to be a better owner of a gym. So instead of going in here and just typing in fitness, physical fitness, and finding all these keywords for fitness, I mean, we're already up to 4.4 million people. Again, terrible idea. Go in here and type in fitness professional. There's 12,000 people, 8,000 people in these countries that need your product. That's exactly who you want to target. If you're just targeting fitness, I mean, this could be, a 45-year-old mom who doesn't own her own gym. She might be a stay-at-home mom who doesn't need your product. If she sees your product up here that says, "Do you own your own gym?" immediately she says no, and she disregards your ad. Your ad doesn't get clicked. Your click-through rate goes down, and your costs go up. So target your ad for who wants and needs your product, who wants the promise that you're going to put in it. If you do those things, you guys will have instantly multiple better results. Yeah, I mean, your ad campaign results are going to go through the roof just by picking the right keywords. And again, if you guys need some help figuring out keywords, number one, we have a new product that's called, 5-Minute Fan Finder. So you guys can go to 5minutefanfinder.com. I'm actually already logged in. This is actually a Facebook keyword. I'll put a link again down below this video if you guys want to grab this product. So what you can do, again, if I'm trying to find photography keywords or photographer, if I want to find a bunch more keywords to put down in this area, I can search photographer, find related keywords, hit search, and this is going to give me all of the keywords across Facebook. You see, there's 5,500 keywords that I didn't even know existed. Here's the audience. Here's how many people you can go target. Wedding photography. I mean, look at this. So if you have a wedding photography product, you're showing photographers how to get more weddings, go into this tool, search, use this keyword. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it in here. And there it is. 213,000 people that I can go target just about wedding photography. So I can change my ad that says wedding photographer, new presentation reveals 3 things most wedding photographers get wrong. Click here. Boom. I mean, you can't get more targeted than this. If you had a wedding photography product and you want to sell it, call me or just create this ad yourself. This ad will get clicked on like crazy, and your cost per click will be pennies because no one else knows that this keyword exists because you just did the research to go find it, and now you're creating an ad that's targeted just for those people. Again, if you guys don't want to invest, I think this product, it's only like 20 or 50 bucks a month. I can't even remember. But if you don't want to invest in this product, what you can do, it's just as easy. Go to Facebook, type in photographer up in the search bar, and then hit see more results. And it's going to bring up everything on Facebook about photography or photographers. And what you want to do is filter by fan pages because those are keywords. Fan pages are keywords on Facebook. So then here's all the different photographer related fan pages that have, this one has 92,000 likes. Here's a photographer, has 12,000. Fashion photographers, 306,000. Let's see, photographer agency, 9,400. So let's see, that one might not show up in here, but if we do photographer agency, Here's another one, photo agency photographers wanted. I mean, there's a ton of these things, and all you have to do is just go spend a little time on Facebook, use this search bar, filter by pages, and then just come down and start making a list. Here's wedding photographer right there. 33,713 people that are wedding photographers. So again, this is just a really good way to build your list of keywords. Come in, stick them all. You can put as many keywords as you want inside of this little precise interest box, and just keep building them out. Just stay targeted, stay within your niche, create good ads, and you guys will see your ad campaigns just absolutely take off. So that's all we got for the targeting module, guys. We'll talk about a little bit more after this, bidding strategies, budgeting, and stuff like that. So we'll see you in the next module.